Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome dear students. I am Ghulam Mustafa, subject specialist in English at Divisional Public School and Inter College Sariwal.
In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum and welcome dear students. I hope you are taking good care of your health. I am Ghulam Mustafa, SS English from DPS and Inter College Sariwal. Today we are going to learn very important aspects of verb. Dear students, I am giving you 3 sentences. You will have to identify what does the verb show in these sentences. You will have to find out which sentence tells about the condition and which sentence tells about the action of the subject. Most of you have guessed correctly. In sentence number 1, there is the condition of the subject. In sentence number 2 and sentence number 3, the action of the subject is mentioned. So we can conclude that verb shows a condition or an action of the subject. Now let us compare the actions of the verbs. We have 2 sentences. He has read 2 novels. Sentence number 2, the baby slept well. In which sentence action passes to an object? In which sentence the action passes to an object, and in which sentence the action does not pass to an object? So we can say that the action of the verb may take an object or no object. This is the topic of our lesson, verbs transitive and intransitive. Transitive verb needs an object to complete its meaning, while the intransitive verb does not need an object to complete its meaning. So far we have learnt that verb shows a condition or an action of the subject in a sentence, and further the action may have an object, the action may not have an object. So our learning objectives are there. By the end of working on the unit, you will be able to identify the functions of verb, differentiate between transitive and intransitive verbs, and identify the complete and incomplete predication of the verbs. Now we move further to the transitive verb. And our question is, how many objects may a transitive verb contain? Dear students, focus on these 2 sentences. Sentence number 1 is, I love my country, and sentence number 2 is, my mother gave me a gift. In which sentence there is 1 object, and in which sentence there are 2 objects? Very good. Mostly your guess is correct. In sentence number 1, there is 1 object, my country, and in sentence number 2, there are 2 objects, me and a gift. In sentence number 1, I love my country. My country is the object of love. In sentence number 2, gave has 2 objects, me and a gift. Dear students, I am giving you more examples. Now you will have to find the type of the object. Number 1. Example number 1 is, the child is driving a toy car. I like my father very much. It is example number 2. And example number 3 is, our society teaches us manners. You will have to identify the kind of the object in the given examples. In example number 1, a toy car is a thing In example number 2, the object is a person, my father. In example number 3, there are two objects. One is the person, us, and the other is the thing, manners. So far we have learned that a verb shows the condition of a subject and the action of the subject. And action of the subject has two aspects. The action may have no object, the action may have object or objects. If the action has one object, it is called monotransitive, and if the action has two objects, it is called ditransitive. Dear students, after learning the concepts about the verb, make two sentences of each point in the diagram. You can send these sentences to your subject teacher through the WhatsApp page of your class. You will be clarified about the said concepts. Now we are going to learn intransitive verbs. See the examples. Our guests arrived late. The man slept well. Our dog lives in a large kennel. In these three sentences, sense is complete, but these sentences do not need an object. However, there may be more information about the action, like in example number 1, there is the information that when was the action done. In example number 2, it is told that how was the action done. In example number 3, it is told that where that action is done. So we can say that intransitive verbs may have the information when was the action done, how was the action done, where was the action done. From the given examples, we learn that the action of the intransitive verbs may contain the information about the time, about the manner, and about the place of the action. Now we are going to sum up what we have learned so far about the verb. A verb shows the condition of a subject. A verb shows an action of the subject. Action is further divided into two aspects. If the action has no object, it is intransitive. And if the action has one object, it is monotransitive. And if the action has two objects, it is called ditransitive. Dear students, after learning the concepts about the verb, make two sentences of each point in the diagram. You can send these sentences to your subject teacher through the WhatsApp page of your class. You will be clarified about the said concepts. Now we are learning an important aspect of verb, that is the predication. At first, we are going to learn the predication of transitive verbs. Compare the two examples. In both examples, there is the object, but in sentence number 2, there is more information about the object. The more information about the object is blue. We colored the paper blue. The word blue is not directly affected by the verb colored, but it contains more information about the object, the paper. We colored the paper blue. More information about the object is called its complement. In case of predication in transitive verbs, the transitive verbs may have the object complement or may not have the object complement. If transitive verb has no object complement, it is called the transitive verb of complete predication. But if transitive verb has object complement, it is called transitive verb of incomplete predication. Dear students, after learning the concepts about the verb. Make two sentences of each point in the diagram. You can send these sentences to your subject teacher through the WhatsApp page of your class. You will be clarified about the said concepts. Now we go to the predication of intransitive verbs. Compare two examples. Number 1, the fire burnt all night. Number 2, the princess later became the queen. In sentence number 1, there is no added meaning about the subject. The queen is the subject complement of the princess. The queen is the added meaning to the subject. So we can say more information or the added meaning about the subject is its complement. It is called subject complement. So the predication in intransitive verb has two aspects. When an intransitive verb has no subject complement, it is called intransitive verb of complete predication, and when an intransitive verb has subject complement, it is called intransitive verb of incomplete predication. Dear students, after learning the concepts about the verb, make two sentences of each point in the diagram. You can send these sentences to your subject teacher through the WhatsApp page of your class. You will be clarified about the said concepts. Let us recapitulate today's learning of the verb. At first, a verb shows the condition of the subject or an action of the subject. First action has two aspects. That action may have an object or no object. When the action has an object or objects, it is called transitive, and when the action has no object, it is called intransitive. Moreover, a transitive verb may have complete predication or a transitive verb may have incomplete predication. Today's learning is over. If an intransitive verb has subject complement, it has incomplete predication, and when an intransitive verb has no subject complement, it has complete predication. It is your homework. Solve exercises A, C and D of unit number 4, verbs, transitive and intransitive, Oxford Grammar Tree, with the understanding developed through the video lesson. In case of confusion, you can contact through your class WhatsApp page. I'll clarify you. Dear students, I advise you to strictly follow the SOPs regarding the pandemic situation for the safety of your family, for your country and for the world. Thank you very much. Enjoy a language joke. God bless you.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Sorry, do you speak English?
No, I don't, sorry.
Oh.
Do you speak any English?
English? No. Most probably.
I don't know.